Everyone, I am Neyah and welcome back to another of my pick a card readings. In this pick a card reading, we're going to talk about your September predictions. This is your September future psychic readings. Before we get started, I just want you to know, guys, that if you ever wanted to learn tarot, awakening your psychic abilities, learn the pendulum, learn how to read auras, direct energy, manifestation, opening your chakras, and working with pranayama and breath techniques, I have all of these courses available down below in a bundle for a discount. The link, like I said, is down below, and only for 9 people there is going to be this huge discount. You can purchase all of my e-courses, and instead of paying 500 euros, you are going to pay them 300, and you get all of this educational content and this information all together. So if you are ever interested in all my e-courses, the link is down below. But now let's get started with your pick a card readings and September psychic predictions. Please go ahead and pick your pile, and we see each other for each and every one of your pile. Okay, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So before we are going to see your cards, I just want to draw some messages from my Angels Oracle book, which is this one over here. If you guys don't know what the Angels Oracle book, this is an oracle, but basically I channel messages from my spirit guide Ray, my angel, the group that I can channel, and they're all connected and they're all collected in a book. It's far way easier than, using cards. If you don't know how to use cards, you just open the book and get your answers. So let's see pile number 1. What is it that you need to know for September predictions? Okay, so let's start with you, pile number 1. Take a deep breath in and let's draw some messages. Okay, so this is your message. Sometimes you wonder where home is. Look at the sky and look within you. You are home. Okay, so immediately with this message, what I'm picking up upon is that you guys could have been dealing with some sort of separation with a lover or with a career. You feel in the month of September that there is something that just doesn't click. You do not feel a place where you belong. You want to find a place where you belong, but the advice from Spirit right away is to look within and understand that love is not something that is found in someone else, but it's what you are. It's not what you do. And therefore, the more you are going to realize this as a lesson and stop giving so much to other people, but first and foremost, give to yourself and establish that priority of relationship, first with the universe, then with yourself, then with others, you realize that you're not selfish by doing this, pile number 1, but you're just a balanced, healthy individual. Because let's give the example of food. For instance, pile number 1, if you're giving food to everyone else around you, but then in the meantime you do not nurture yourself and you're starting to starving to death, seriously, how are you going to be able to help other people in the long run if you're just starving to death and then eventually you're going to die? It's the same thing with energy. When you're giving too much to other people, when you're trying to find love all in the wrong places outside of yourself, you end up starving, and then you don't necessarily serve anyone. I think Oscar Wilde used to say that being selfish is not really about nurturing yourself, but it is about the want and the need to change others in order to bend them to your needs. That is selfishness. So you might have experienced also people that were selfish, people that weren't accepting you, pile number one, for who you really are, because they were trying to bend you to their own personal needs. So now that you understand, pile number one, or that you will understand in September, the true meaning of selfishness, you need to start nurturing yourself. You need to start find home within yourself. So whatever challenges lays ahead in the month of September in regards to not feeling at ease, not feeling at home, you will be able to handle them because you have such a strong relationship with the universe as well with yourself. Once you find your home within yourself, there is nothing, literally nothing that you cannot overcome. And manifestation also becomes a lot easier because you are aware of yourself and the process of the universes. So when you see that some things are not necessarily working out for you, you do not push to get them necessarily, but you allow to go yourself with the waves and the guidance of the universe, and then you end up getting what you want, but maybe in unexpected ways, or even you end up getting the person or the love that you want, but in unexpected ways, because you're not trying to find love all in the wrong places. But now let's get deeper towards this message for you, and let's get deeper, especially pile number one, for your predictions in the month of September, okay? So I'm going to use the tarot. So just wait, they're going to jump really quickly and you're going to be able to see the cards. If you're new to this channel, this is how I like to do readings most of the times. So, okay, wow. So, okay, we have the King of Cups as a first card. And then as a second card, we have the King of Pentacles. So right away, it's almost like it could be pile number one that you are torn between two lovers, or you are torn between two jobs, and you're trying to find some sort of answers in the month of September. You could even be torn between two parts of yourself. One part wants to follow love, wants to follow the heart, and the other part wants to follow material gains, financial security. And I just want you to know, pile number two, that both of this part of yourself are fine. You should follow both. But how really? By not making the mind override the desires of the heart. You know, at the end of the day, this life is about mastering emotions, okay? It's about not becoming reactive to these emotions, but still following the current of your heart. So in order to do this, practice meditation, because meditation makes you awaken and expand your white space within your mind. So when you're still and you understand where your home is and your point of stillness, you don't become necessarily that much reactive to your emotions, but you're able to observe your thoughts and really ponder about them. And this is great, not only because you can hear the voice of your soul, but you become capable to make strategic plans in order to make those desires come true. You're not just like rushing and reacting to everything that is happening to you, and therefore becoming very ungrounded and unpractical. So in the month of September, I definitely do see you torn between two choices, or torn between two people even. But at the end of the day, even if you are, let's say, pile number one, torn between two people, or torn between two job offers, or torn just in general between two aspects of yourself, it ends up with you need to make a decision, right? So let's see what the cards want you to know about this decision. According to me, pile number one, I obviously will always suggest you, well, follow your heart. But I do understand that we need to be practical, like I was saying before, and you need to also follow what rationally seems to be the best idea, because it is a balance between the two, really. But, you know, my dog is going crazy in the meantime. Let's see what else Spirit wants you to know. Why there are the King of Cups. The King of Cups also does represent Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, does represent healing that will be required to you in the month of September. You are going to undergo some sort of healing. And the King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, represents the groundness that this healing and how it will take place. We have the Hermit card, another a major arcana, and another major arcana with the World card, okay? So this is very interesting. So what is going to happen in the month of September is that initially in the month of September, you will be torn between this decision that you have to make between following your heart or following your rational mind. And I see you healing in the month of September a lot. And I see you also, pile number one, feeling a little bit alone with the Hermit card, like having the necessity to withdraw and really nurture yourself and thinking about yourself. Because right now what I'm seeing, especially by the beginning of September, that you're really going to feel like you are in this dark cave, in this dark night, and you really don't know where to go. So according to what I am seeing through this card, yes, do follow love, because that is the lantern, that is the light of the Hermit that is going to lead you by the end of September out of this dark cave. With the World card, it is obvious to me that you are going to make a decision, and the decision that you're going to make, especially if it is guided by your heart, by your true desires, it's going to lead you to success. It's going to lead you to what you want, into feeling that an old chapter of your life is finally over and you finally can start a new life altogether. With the World card, it's very possible that you're going to, let's say career-wise, being open to opening your own business or to determine your own leadership, pile number one. In matters of love, it could even be that you decide not to choose any of these people at all and just focusing on yourself. But the prominent thing that I am seeing prediction-wise for you in the month of September is you putting yourself on top, putting yourself at the priority. It's like what Beyonce used to sing, put the love on top. Now she was referring as another person that was putting her love on top, but I feel that in your case it's about putting love, meaning you, on top of anything else, because you have been neglecting yourself for too long. With the World card, I also do see that it is possible that if it is possible in your country, if it is permitted, there could be some traveling or some new relocation of some sort, or just maybe even a change in a career direction, that it's going to happen after a period of deep retreat and deep healing. But I just want you to know that even though the beginning of September might look problematic or difficult, you're actually going towards the right path, because you're going more within yourself, like the angel oracle was saying, and you are understanding where your light is, what your true desires are, and how to fulfill them into reality with that King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is also a symbol of Capricorn and therefore Saturn. So it is very possible with the Hermit card that some of you guys are dealing with a Saturn return, or simply you are understanding and confronting your shadows. And through going within, by going within and by understanding your shadows and lighting them up, you're actually in September going to discover that key factor, that gift that is going to put you on top, that is going to lead you to a success. So yes, I do see a little bit of challenges that maybe you're also already undergoing right now, but trust me when I say, pile number one, you are meant to overcome these challenges by the end of September with the beautiful World card available to you. And also the Hermit card is not necessarily a bad card in and of itself. It's just a card of introspection and understanding that no matter the challenges, no matter the confusion, if you follow the light of your soul, you can never be lost. And in actuality, you never really are. Let's look at your oracles together. And you guys have, as the first card, you have the card of upsets. So it is obvious to me, pile number one, that in the month of September, some challenges and upsets as they could happen. And this is going to be like a breaking point, like almost like a tower moment where you're going to realize so many things about yourself. Understand what triggers you and why, and healing occurs. Like I said, in the month of September, I really feel that finally it is the time to address what really triggers you, why you have been unhappy, why you have been trying to find home and love all in the wrong places. And there is deep healing happening in the month of September for you. It could also be that in matters of love, whether you would need to choose between two lovers or whether you have a difficult romantic situation, I really feel that some thunders are going to happen and they're just going to disrupt what's present in order for you to realize that you need to move on. I'm sorry for being straightforward, but you know, I don't sugarcoat my reading. I tell you what I see. Readers do tell the future. And at the end of the day, sometimes resonance can be slim, but then check it out in a couple of, in a month from now and see whether or not it did happen. That's all that matters, really. Now, the future can always change, mind you, but that's how it works. So unfortunately, I do see that you are going to have a little bit of upsets. I am seeing you challenged, like challenges coming up for you, pile number one, in the month of September. And they're all there because maybe you have been, like I said before, overriding the voice of your soul, the voice of your desires, your true heart desires, with the voice of the ego. Like, what is the safe choice to make? What is the best choice to make according to my mind, according to my logic? Which it's like, it's okay. It makes you someone responsible, someone grounded, someone practical. But when it makes you too logical, too practical, you really are missing out on something. And this is what I feel in the month of September. You're going to realize that you're missing out on something. If it is in matters of love, like I literally seen that you were too rational about it, you were too safe about it. And maybe, like I said, if you are torn even between two lovers, King of Cups or King of Pentacles, you're gonna decide to just focus on yourself instead, because I feel that your energy needs to be replenished back through this healing that it's going to occur in the month of September. I also have, in fact, the card of separation. So I think that a separation is inevitable for you in the month of September. Some of you could be even already separated from an important individual. You are apart from your significant other with my Cosmic Love Oracle deck. And I think that if you are already in separation in the month of September, you're just processing this fact, you're accepting it, and you're just, like I said before, putting yourself on top, putting yourself as the priority, and finally moving on because you are understanding things that weren't really clear before about yourself, about the situation, about this other person or this other people involved, or even potentially about a career, okay? But it's not all negative. We do have the World card. So this tells me, like I said, that by the end of September, you are going to thrive. You're going to have an amazing new beginning. The World card does represent competition. It does represent manifestation. So even though the beginning of the month throughout the end, it is going to be challenging. It is going to be all about revealing your truth and healing and going within and following the lantern, that light in your soul. It's going to lead you where you need to be. I just want you to know this. I don't want you to be scared, pile number one. This is good. This is not bad. It's almost like you are going to have a blessing in disguise. Let's put it this way. And then we also do have the Revelation card, Reveal. It's almost like her eyes are finally open. But before, she was like all covered up in this, golden paper, which also tells me that maybe before, about love or about career or your life in general, you were almost wearing gold or pink colored glasses. You weren't really seeing the situation for what it is. You were only seeing your idealization of the situation. You were only seeing what you wanted to see. And finally, because of these challenges and because of these upsets, the bandage, it's going away from your eyes and you can finally see. You're actually seeing what is true and what it's not true for you according to your perspective. You know what to do. Speak your truth. Okay. So also by the end of the month, like I said, you are going to put yourself on top and you are going to express what you need to express to others. And like I said, even if you are torn between careers or you're torn between two lovers or whatever it could be for you, I am seeing that you're just going to say to people, you know what? I always dedicated myself to you guys or to my family or to whoever you're speaking, okay? You're like, I always nurtured you and now I'm starving. Like I'm feeling dead inside because I have not been nurturing myself. it's done. It's over with. Like, I am heading towards the business that I always wanted to do. I'm heading towards, I'm cool with being alone, and I'm feeling so happy. I heard today there was a song from Billie Eilish that was, what was the name of the song? It's from the new album, like, I've been the happiest in my life since I'm not with you. It just says some lyrics like this. Check it out. The album is great, by the way. She's truly a rising in Pisces. And just like, listen to that song, because you are going to feel in this way. You're going to feel like, you know what? Actually, I'm happier than ever since I'm not with you, or since I'm not doing this thing, since I'm not nurturing you guys. And this is not selfish. This is just me prioritizing on what makes me feel good, because I need to eat. I can't starve all the time. I cannot starve to death to nurture all of you out there. Remember, this is not being selfish. This is being healthy. And with the World card, it is evident to me, like I was saying before, that you're leading yourself to success, because finally you're seeing the truth about a situation. And yes, I know, pile number one, that in the beginning of September, truth will hurt. It's just what it is. Truth hurts because it just awakens us, okay? And it's shocking. But it is about liberation. That is why we talk about moksha. What moksha is liberation. When we awaken and realize that this world is a matrix, it's kind of a shock. Most of us panic. Most of us do not want to awaken our psychic abilities. They're scared. If you are born with psychic abilities, you know how scared you can get sometimes. But once you settle down in the faith of spirit, in the love and the warmth of your soul and of spirit at large, you realize, you know, life is tough, and wow, reality, it's not what I thought it was, but damn, it feels good to be free. Wow, it just feels so wonderful to be liberated. Let me help you out as well. And this is why I channeled the song in Neyah, in my Neyah health album, You Are the Creator. I channeled a song called Free. You can listen it for free over here on my YouTube channel. And I literally sing in the chorus of the song, I am free. I wish you were too. And I portrayed in that music video the animals in the savannah, the lions, all the animals, all the earth awakening and blossoming, because the earth is free. Now, we are treating it really badly, but the animals are really more free than we are in terms of consciousness, okay? And so we can learn so much from them. We can learn to love. We can learn to accept this reality, to accept the illusion, because they do accept this illusion, even though they are constantly connected to the stream of consciousness. They know how to play the game of nature, and they respect it at the same time. They don't pretend to be something that they're not. They accept who they are, but at the same time, they remember also who they are. It's a very long topic. Maybe I'm going to talk about it on my Patreon, but this is what it is. This is liberation. And once you get liberated, like the Buddha used to say, you want to liberate also other people, because you realize that if you're not if not everybody is liberated, you cannot fully be liberated too. But first, it comes with you. So, I'm sorry, I get so complicated in this reading, and I'm so sorry about that. But in the month of September, like, you are going to reveal some big stuff about your life. You're going to awaken. You're going to have, like, finally, you're going to close circles with people, and you're going to be like, I'm going to put myself on top. And this is going to make you feel liberated, accomplished. You're going to actually go towards your dreams better than ever before. Now, if you have, for instance, been working on a specific project that you really care about, and you know it is aligned with your dreams and desires, I'm telling you, in the month of September, it's going to be challenging. You're going to realize things that you have to adjust about this project of yours. Fair enough, do it, go through it. And by the end of the month, I'm telling you, you're going to have a huge surprise with the World card, a huge recognition. It's going to come out of the blue, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing that it's coming up for you. So hold on tight at the beginning of September, because I see this happening for you guys, okay? Now, let's talk about a little bit about love, like I usually do for my monthly prediction, because some of you guys are just in very complicated love situation, or you want to know about love and what it's coming in the month of September. And since we're doing a full forecast, of course we're going to talk about love. So let's see. Let's talk with the angels first, and then let's get some channeling messages as well. So, like I said, I do see the King of Cups and a King of Pentacles. What is that all about? Comment down below and let me know. You sexy boys and sexy girls out there are attracting so many people and then ending up confused. What is going on? Okay, so let's see. Okay, I get it. Now I get it. So we do have past life relationships. Okay. And then we have pay attention to the red flags. So, let me sit with this for a second. What it is that you are dealing with a past life situation, clearly. I really feel that you're not going to choose between any of these people and you're going to prioritize on yourself. But let me tell you something more. One of these two people is actually someone with who you have a very deep soul contract with. And the other person, it's coming more as a test and as a challenge. Meaning, in other words, who are you going to choose? Are you going to be able to recognize who is your true soulmate or not? And mind you, if you do not know what I'm talking about, this could happen to you in the month of September. Like I said, this is future prediction. So if it's not happening right now, it will. So brace yourself, pile number one. So it's complicated. It's complicated because it's partially also about what we were talking before, of you going within pile number one, realizing like, what voice am I really listening to? Like, am I really listening to everybody else's opinions, my mind, my logic, or am I listening to my heart? Like, am I actually listening to my soul? And people ask me all the time, how do I listen to my soul? I need to make a course about this, but you know what? At the end of the day, we can talk about it for hours, but you guys, you're going to learn it from experience. Like, let me just be honest with you. Everybody has their own personal way to listen to their soul. And it's hard because this is the reason why we came in this reality. We came in this reality without remembering who we are. For a reason, because we are tested in this every choices that we're going to make, whether it's going to be about love, whether it's going to be about career, our life. All of these choices are going to be about what are you going to choose. Are you going to choose love? Are you going to choose who you are? Or are you going to choose the illusion? That's going to be about it. And so, of course, I can give you tools. I can give you meditation. We can talk about it in e-courses for hours, and I'm going to do it. Like I promise you guys, I want to work one-on-one with you. I'm going to do it. But I just want you also to know that you are going to learn this through experience, and there is nothing else that you can do about this. And this is one of this experience, especially if you're dealing or you will deal with a love situation. Who are you going to choose? So many people, even Brian Weiss, I constantly mention him, pile number one, in his book, Only Love is Real, which I highly suggest you to read if you're dealing with something like this. Not because I've been sponsored by him. Sorry, my dog. Okay, but because it's a very valuable source to understand this. He constantly says in this book, you know, sometimes soulmates lose each other because they're not able to understand who they have in front of them. It's just what it is. And I know it's heartbreaking, but that's why we come here. This is the test. This is the challenge. Okay. So pile number one, pay attention to the red flag. And the red flags they have to do more with your soul than the logical mind of, okay, he's healthy or she's healthy because check. You can have like, honest God, I cannot stand the people that talk about love and soulmates and relationship with such a logical point of view. They can be the best psychiatrists, psychology, psychotherapists, love coaches, dating coaches in the world, but it just doesn't work that way. Life is not a ticking box that you check. It's not about, oh, we have common values together, check. We have this together, check. We have this other together, check. You can have the perfect person on paper and still feel miserable with each other because it is a matter of soul connection. It's not a matter to be perfect. Of course, work on yourself. Of course, have healthy communication. Sure, but at the end of the day, you just have to find the person that thinks that you're crazy. It's so great as they're crazy and you're compatible with each other. There is no perfect formula to soulmates. Sorry for being like spoiling the tea and not being drawn too much into this entire logical thinking dating coach advices. But I do see people miserable when they follow these advices because it just doesn't work in the long run. It just doesn't. People want to portray this because first, they make money out of it, especially if they are a famous couple, or they just like, it's the most practical advice they can give you on camera. But reality and relationships are much more complicated than that. And there is not a perfect formula. What you have to distinguish is the love, the true love. Not the emotion, not the drive necessarily, but the true deep spiritual bond that you guys have within. And that's rare. That's rare. That's not a formula. Nobody can explain it. It's unexplainable because it's non-physical. It's spiritual, okay? Sorry to break down the tea for you guys and be so straightforward, but this is how it is. And I just like, I cannot be as people, like I just can't. Sure, values, very important to have them together. Sure, healthy communication, very important to have them together. Of course, if you are ripe to the point of recognizing pile number one as soul connection, you're not that blindfolded. I hope that you are going to just go for the chemistry and that's it. That's my soul connection. If you're just doing that, well, you better work on yourself a little bit more. But if you know that you are working on yourself and this is much deeper than that, that's when you need to pay attention to the red flags. So I'm losing my train of thought, but what I wanted to let you know is that September is going to be challenging. September is going to be difficult because you need to go within to recognize in matters of love this deep bond that you guys have, and especially with one individual you have a very strong soul connection and contract that is going to get resolved. So pay attention to the red flags and pay attention to what your soul is telling you in the month of September, and you're only going to be able to do this and distinguish between the voice of your mind and the voice of your soul when you are going to go within and steal your mind. There is no other way, okay? So let me use another card for you guys. Oh my God. And let's see. We have the homecoming. I love it. This is the same message that we had before with the Angel Oracle book. You're coming home, baby. You're going home. You're going home in the arms of your true soulmate by the end of the month, believe it or not. The home within yourself. You're going home. You are going within to go back home. That's what you're going to do in the month of September. And this is why it's challenging. Because it is challenging to reveal the truth of who you are and make the choice that might seem irrational to your mind, but it's actually going to be the best one in the long term with the World card. You're going home. You're just going home, okay? Then let me take one of the messages about love from your person or any other channel messages that you need to hear, pile number one, for the month of September. But remember what I predicted to you. You're going to put yourself on top. That's also what it means to go home. Not looking for love all in the wrong places. Chances are you are going to pay attention to the red flags and not choose any of these people at all, because you're going to prioritize on yourself. And then eventually that's also, if you're dealing with love, how you're going to see who is really meant to be for you, because that is the person that is actually going to come back when you're going to choose yourself. Trust me about that. The homecoming, the cauldron, your fire, your passion. It's a deep awakening that it's happening to you in the month of September. Deep. So where are you going to stand? Are you going to stand for love, or are you going to stand for fear? Or innate, plain, blunted rationality, I will say. Okay? These are your messages. We have, I like to control. Okay. All right. And days. So in a matter of days, this is gonna happen. In a matter of days. So be prepared. And I like to control is, like I said, you are gonna be confronted, pile number 1, with this thing that you like to control, you like to be rational, and the universe is just gonna put you in situations where you're separated from that, and you're gonna be like, I cannot control. Like, there is no more control. So if I'm losing control, who I follow, what do I follow? Your soul, your heart. And it's tough, but I'm going to repeat it because this has been a bit of a harsh energy for you guys. You're going to end up in the World card. You're going to end up with competition, success, blessings. I put love on top, okay? And it's happiness, it's joy. It's just what you want. You're going to end up with what you want. Trust me with this. But you're gonna have to let go of control, and it's just gonna happen. The universe is just going to challenge you, reveal the truth to you. You're gonna be able to speak your truth. It's just gonna come out so naturally, and it's just going to confront you with this thing. You have no more control. We do. And what are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna lay down and just trust us, or you're gonna go panic mode and scream for all the journey in? That's your challenges. That's what is going to happen in the month of September for you guys. Okay, so this is what I see for you, pile number 1. I hope the readings resonated, and check it out. Also, by the end of September, come back into this video and comment down below and let me know. Like I said, I only have 1 private readings that I do offer on my Etsy shop, no more. All the other ones are all sold out. Comment down below. The links are down below. You know the deal, and I see each other later for another of my Pico card readings. Bye! Pile number 2, welcome to your September prediction. Let's get started. We're going to start by channeling a message from my Angel Oracle book. So let's figure it out. What is your message? You can find this book on Amazon and Amazon Kindle as well if you want to use it on your phone. Basically, you open up the book, you get your message, okay? These are more than 200 channeled messages, okay? So let's see pile number 2 for September, what is going on. What is your message? Okay, resolve conflicts, finding a peaceful resolution for all the parties involved. Wow, so very straightforward. Okay, so what the angels are saying is that probably in the month of September, initially, you're going to have a reconciliation of some sort, because you're going to find compromises with some people. Maybe it is a lover, maybe it's family or siblings, maybe it is career. You know you, but you're going to find yourself in the middle and compromise and realize all the needs of all the parties involved, like literally states. And there is, I'm perceiving a reconciliation of some sort, because all of you guys, or all the parties involved, are going to express love, and you're going to communicate in a healthy way, and you're going to realize that at the end of the day, when you all follow love, it never goes wrong, because you're able to see in the other person parts of yourself. So wow, that's a very strong message just to start this reading. So let's see what the tarot are going to specify for us. Don't worry, they jump super quickly. We're going to just take a second, and you're going to be able to see the cards up close if you're new. So we have the High Priestess, Pisces, as a first card over here, as your first tarot. So following your intuition, connecting within, allowing only certain people to enter your energy field because now you know better. Vivid dreams might happen. Psychic premonitions. If you are psychic, well, the sleepless night are gonna come. The dream state, and I made a video about it. I don't remember whether it is here on my other channel on Patreon, but there is a video somewhere where I talk about dreams. And dreams are the easiest way in which the spirit world can communicate with us, because our conscious state is dropped and we are just literally unfolding the subconscious. Now, dreams can be divided in various types of dreams. Not every dream is not every dream, sorry, my English, will tell you the future. It's different. I can distinguish them because I had them since I was a child. That is a very vivid vibration to a dream that is predicting the future, and it's tapped into a certain dimensions, and dreams that are just a byproduct of the subconscious. I need to teach you guys this somewhere in some of my courses or webinar, because there is a very strong difference. But pile number 2, if you are already psychic, you might know and understand these differences. I had once a reader that told me, pile number one, oh, you know, dreams are not very accurate. And I mean, she couldn't even pick up the fact that I was psychic, so I was already pissed off about this, but never mind. And she was like, oh, dreams are not, you know, they don't really are not that accurate. Meditation is a lot more. And I was like, but it depends on who has the dream, first of all. And in fact, she wasn't correct at all, and that reading was just a waste of money, because the dream that I had actually came true, because it's not true. It's not true that meditation is more accurate, dreams are more accurate. It depends on what sort of experience you're having. If in meditation you are in, rather than actually connecting with an angel, you're connecting with a lower vibration, or you're connecting with just your ego desires and imagination, no, meditation is not more accurate than a dream. It depends on the type of experiences. And pile number two, there are ways to distinguish whether a dream or meditation is fantasy, it's subconscious related, desire related, or is actually premonitory. I cannot say this word. Or is actually telling you the future. But never mind. I really feel, pile number two, that in the month of September, you're going to have very vivid dreams with this High Priestess card and with the Nine of Swords, that it's going to keep you awake at night, and you're going to question them. Maybe also, pile number two, you're going to learn more about your psychic ability, because you're going to question these dreams. You're going to be like, but why am I dreaming about these people? Or why am I dreaming what I'm dreaming? Is it true? Like, do I have psychic abilities? You're going to go within your own consciousness, within your own abilities. And a lot of people on this planet right now are awakening their psychic ability because of this reason, because they are connecting higher and higher with the divine. And there are other civilizations, let's put it this way, that were much more awakened than us, and that's why they knew what they knew, because they were constantly in relationship with the spirit world and maybe even other forms of life. And now, because of what is happening in the world, we need to awaken, and we need to have this connection going. So do not get scared if all of a sudden you get your psychic abilities awakened in the month of September, or you're gonna start having certain dreams, certain intuition that you're gonna end up, they're coming true. Like, all the people that have crossed my path, I kid you not, pile number two, they all told me I started to have like dreams where I could see the future. I started to have an intuition, and then boom, it just happens. And yes, I did have it a little bit in my life, but never as much as when I met you. And the reason that is because probably my vibration opened them up to this, but it was already in them, because it's in all of us. Okay, so this is what is going to happen in the month of September initially. Like, you are going to have a door opened to the underworld, to the spirit world, and you are going to question it a lot with the Nine of Swords. Now, with the Nine of Swords, it could also be that with the other message that we had before, you are in conflict with an individual or with a series of people, and so you are not sleeping very well. Now you're getting very anxious about your career, you're getting very anxious about certain relationship, because you want to find some sort of resolution, some sort of reconciliation, and you do not understand why this is not happening, pile number two. But the angels are saying, express love, meet love, understand what we are saying, tune in with your psychic abilities, and you will find the way to compromise and get everybody on the same side. Okay, that's also another message for you. Now, I am seeing also the Two of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius for the Nine of Swords, the Ant-Man. Okay. The Magician, and the Queen of Cups. For me, you are highly psychic, or you're definitely awakening your psychic abilities. But with the Two of Cups next to the Nine of Swords, I am seeing that this is causing you a little bit of not just sleepless night, but disruption. Like, you feel a little bit all over the place. You feel that reality doesn't match up anymore with what you believed. There is almost like your belief system is shaking in the months of September. It's changing. You need to find balance in the midst of all of these changes. And with the Ant-Man, it's almost like you're finding your own enlightenment upside down. Like, now the world is upside down, and now you can see it better. And the more you're gonna force to understand these messages immediately, the more you're going to get caught up in the net of rationality. But what the angels in the month of September are going to send you are messages that are not clear, so you can go deeper in your subconscious, you can understand better, and you can see what the spirit world is really all about, how to interpret these messages. If you are psychic, I am seeing a leveling up in your abilities, okay? Very, very strongly for you. And with the Magician card, by the end of September, you're really going to be able to use what you have learned throughout this month, because the Magician is an alchemist. He has all the elements to make his magic work. So it's an awakening of your magic, an awakening of your potentiality, an awakening of yourself and your abilities. And by the end of the month, you're going to be like, I get what Neyah was on about. Like, I feel great. I feel energetic. I feel like I can manifest the world. I can take upon the world. I feel balanced. Like, now I get all the messages that were coming to me, and I feel so much more in tuned with everything around me. And this is also the reason why you're going to be able to manifest this reconciliation, and you're going to be able to express love differently and to be much more in control of your own power, of your own persona, of your own energy in the month of September, okay? Let's see the cards, the oracles that you have chose, okay? So we do have, oh, interesting. That's very interesting. So we do have step by step, okay? So step by step, you're leading yourself out into the light, okay? Then we do have Express Your Love. This is my Cosmic Love Oracle deck. If you guys want it, just comment down below and I will print it out for you guys. And then we have the Commitment card. Wow. That's really interesting. It's like an engagement. Okay, so there is definitely some sort of reconciliation that you guys are manifesting. And it's not just about love. It could, like what the angel message said, it could be about committing to a purpose in a teamwork. It could be about, like, you know, you find the right partner for your business and you guys are really committed. You meet each other halfway. There is like a resolution of conflict. Like, you're climbing up the stairs and you're finally finding the light. This could also be for you, pile number 2, like finding resolutions in your life, peaceful resolutions that are coming up after very challenging times. And also this reminds me, like, because these stairs are in the middle of the universe and the stairs are heading towards the light, this is like you understanding your psychic gifts, and you are in the middle of the universe, trying to see and recognizing all the signs and learning new things about these psychic abilities and learning new things about yourself. Yourself meaning more your soul, not just your human perspective, and where love really resides. And then by the end of the month, I'm seeing you letting go of all the concerns, feeling much more powerful within your energy, and just committing better to your life in general. That's also a message that I'm hearing for you in the month of September. Now, practically speaking, with the Commitment card and the Express Your Love, there is going to be someone, or either it's you, that is going to express the love. That is going to express love, and this is going to lead to you being with someone by the end of September. Whether if you are already with someone, there is an engagement that is going to be involved. If you guys are not with anybody, it could be that you are going to start a committed relationship. There is a vow, a union of hearts happening by the end of September, and it's someone that you have dreamed about. It's someone that you know, that it's around your energy field. With the High Priestess card, you've been very selective, very picky about who comes inside your energy, and now it's just you're just meeting them. You're meeting them probably in the 5D. You're meeting them first in the universe, and then you're meeting them in the actuality. If you're not expressing your love, it's about someone coming to you and expressing this love and saying, I want to be with you. I want to be with you. But generally speaking, pile number 2, you're going to feel very much at ease release within this new powers that you're discovering within yourself. Like I see you really manifesting, thriving, feeling energetic, feeling like you get it, you understand yourself, you get what you have, these abilities, you discover abilities that you have never discovered before. Like I learned, for example, palmistry when I was a kid, but then I never really did it. And then all of a sudden I got this idea and I was like, I'm so tired to bring tarot around with me all the time in social situations, because people end up asking me the tarot. As soon as I say, what is my job? They're like, do me the tarot. And they're heavy. And I was trying to get the little ones, but then I don't like to do the little ones. So I was fed up with it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to say that I can read hands, because I actually can. But I didn't practice reading hands for such a long time. It was a success, you guys. Pile number 2. Like now, I do not need to bring the tarot with me. Every single time that people want to know the future or they want to know something about themselves, I'm like, show me your hands. And immediately, like, I remember during my birthday, I was talking, pile number 1, with this guy that's like a millionaire. I don't know. It's someone that's pretty famous. I don't know. I don't care. But yeah, he was like, oh, what do you do as a living? And I was like, I'm just a tarot reader, YouTuber, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, oh, I read my hands. And I read his hands and I tell everything. And it was like, he looked at his hands, was like, is this all written over here? Like, how did you know? And I'm like, it's my job. So see, it's like you could be psychic, but for instance, you could have always used the tarot, or you always use the crystals, or whatever it is that you, or only use astrology. And all of a sudden in the month of September, you're like clicking and discovering new things about your gifts, and say, but I can do it in this way. I have these vivid dreams. Like, let me find out more about dreams. And instead, you're gonna get paranoid initially, but then you're gonna develop it. And by the end of the month, pile number 2, you're gonna be like, wow. Like I felt, it was like, I can read it hands. I don't need to take the tarot everywhere with me anymore, you know. And it's cool, and it's a new ability, and then you can teach it to other people as well. See? So this is also going to happen for you in the month of September. In the middle of September though, it's going to be all about accepting yourself. It's going to be all about balancing, because you're going to feel a bit of throw off by all of this wisdom and downloads that are going to come to you. But it's step by step, you're going to lead your way to feel more energetic, to feel like, wow, I'm in the light, I'm freer than before. And like I said before, in matters of relationship, I am seeing some sort of like compromise, reconciliation, commitment, resolutions of conflict happening for you, that it's going to lead to a long-term commitment. Wow, what a month, pile number 2. Let's figure it out more about love, because in the end of the section of the reading, I covered love, because it's very interesting to cover everything from both life in general, career, and love. So let's see what is the message from the angels, and then we're gonna get other clarifiers and other channeled message. So stick around and comment in the meantime that I'm shuffling. Okay, no, I need to shuffle another time. You can't rush predictions. You can't rush the angels, especially. Okay, file number 2. Let's see, what is your love message? Oh, I told you, there is a reconciliation, forgiving and learning. Someone either is going to come to you with a love offer, or he's going to beg you for forgiveness. He or she is going to beg you for forgiveness. And you are the Queen of Cups, so you're going to say yes. You're just going to say yes, you know, I release, I heal from the past, I forgive you, let's start back. And you're just going to do it. I know. Let's see what else. You're going to let it go with that anger. You're going to be like, okay. Because the truth is, you're very passionate about this person. You're very, very passionate. And you're just like, okay, get me. Just get me. I'm fine. You're back. I'm so happy about this, you know? I know. I'm sorry, but this is what I'm seeing. Now, if you are single, with the forgiving and learning, you are letting go and forgiving people from your past and expressing more love into your present, and therefore expressing more passion. But there is someone coming. Like, there could be definitely someone coming still, with the passion card especially. But it's going to happen because through, maybe if you're single, through the dream state, you are resolving conflicts, you are releasing past karma. It can happen also through the dreams, and you're just forgiving through the dreams. Like you do not have to meet that person. You do not have to write to this person or through your exes, but through the dream state, your subconscious is releasing, it's forgiving, and it's moving on energetically. And this is leading you to more passion, more energy, like I was saying before with the Magician card. And then to be open with the step-by-step card, like step by step, to be open to a new relationship to enter your life, which is going to happen. And in fact, the card that dropped is the True Love card. This is the romance of a lifetime. Hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, pile number 2. Let me know in a month from now what is happening, because there is true love. For those of you who are already committed, there is an engaged, being involved. You guys are gonna get married. For the rest of you guys, you are about to meet your true love. No, I do not sugarcoat my readings. If you know me, I don't. I really don't. Like, if I see that you are dating a douchebag, I'll tell you. Simple fact as it is. I'm not like, oh, you're meeting your soulmate, and to everybody. No, I don't. Just saying, if you don't know me. So, no, but truly, I am seeing pile number 2 that, damn, like, there is true love. Like, there is the real deal over here. And the reason that is, it's because you're psychic enough not to allow douchebags to enter your garden. The High Priestess, she's like, either you come with me with your true soul, with true intention, with the book of the law over here, or you're not entering. I'm not allowing you in. And because maybe you have done this, this is also what it's gonna happen. Maybe also for some others of you, pile number 2, you did this to this person, to a person that you are talking or engaging with. You said, listen, this is not going to work out because you are acting in this way. So you have been separated for a while. 9 of Swords, you're still dreaming about them. 2 of Pentacles still needs to be balanced, but this person is going to come back with an apology, and he's going to be like, I realize what I did now. I've changed, and that's why you're going to get them back, because they're going to tell you something that proves that they have changed. And there is a lot of passion between you two guys. So they are going to literally telling you, I want to be together. Let's be together. And you're just like, your heart is going to melt with that Queen of Cups, and you're just going to take the lead and say yes, because the Magician card is also about saying yes. So let me see another card for your September prediction. Very intense month for a lot of people. I wasn't expecting this from September. Cool. Let me know if it's resonating. Resonance can be also a little bit slim because we're talking about the future, not just about the past, but just let me know. Let's see. We do have, the ancestors, of course. Remembrance. It's like you're remembering someone. You are remembering something. Also, maybe you're dreaming about your ancestors. This could be also past life. You're dreaming about your past lives, and now everything is making sense in the month of September. You are awakening dreams that are coming from your ancestor lineage. Your ancestors are giving you messages. Like I said, I see you in the middle of the universe interpreting these messages and leveling up also your psychic abilities. It's all, at the end of the day, pile number 2, it's all connected. It's all connected with what you're learning, with where you're heading in life, with these new ideas that you're gonna get in September, and also with this true love. It's not separate. It's all connected. You have been with this person before. You have been committed with this person before. You have made vows before. And so it's all coming full circles by the end of September, okay? And also with the remembrance card, you could be remembering some old gifts. Like I said, I'm seeing some sort of leveling up, pile number 2, in matters, you can say in career, because it's about discovering who you were, what you have done, your abilities, take them to the next level. All of this will happen in the month of September. Yes, I do talk a lot with my hands. I'm Italian. Bear with me. Okay, let me see a channel message for you guys. Okay. We do have narcissistic. Okay. Maybe somebody had some narcissistic tendency. I dream, no, I can't believe it. I think about you all the time. There you go. There's definitely dreams be involved. So if you're dealing with someone specific that is your true love, they have been dreaming about you as well. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this person is a narcissist, but each and every, allora, what happens is with personality disorders, it's not that everybody is a narcissist because they have some traits of narcissism within them. With personality disorders, it happens that there are personality disorders. So the traits, if you are reading about bipolar is not a personality disorder, but if you are reading about not bipolar, what is the other one that is a personality disorder, borderline personality, or if you're reading about narcissism, you are most likely going to find some traits of yourself within these personality disorders because they are personality. You have a personality, okay? So a person can have some traits of narcissism. In the area of social media, we might all have traits of narcissism. The difference with what causes the disorders and neurotypical people is that neurotypical people move on from these personality traits and improve themselves. When you develop a disorder, it's an invalidatory situation where you cannot change. You're not able to change. Narcissists, they most of the time are not able to change. They are not even aware of what they're doing. They do not recognize it. They do not accept it. And they have all of these traits to the highest degree, to an extent, okay? So very important not to diagnose people out there when you're not a doctor, okay? Now that is clear, it could be that you have said to this person, he's a narcissist, she's a narcissist. But the truth is, they were a little bit selfish with what they were doing. And they weren't recognizing the connection. They were having some narcissistic traits that you have called out upon, okay? Now, this person is coming back saying, I dreamed about you. I think about you all the time. I'm so sorry. I don't want to be like that anymore, because they are aware of what they've done now in the month of September. And it's all connected. It's all connected with your dreams, with what you're discovering, with your premonition, with your new gifts. It's all connected. You also could learn more about narcissistic traits, and you could realize that, oh, maybe I need to call myself out in the month of September because I have been a little bit narcissistic. So how can I improve myself? You're going to discover a lot of facets around discovering the knowledge of your psychic gifts and how you handle them also with people. Very, very interesting energy, very interesting month for you, pile number 2. Ultimately, how it's going to end up, you're going to end up in a commitment, you're discovering true love, and you're going to end up feeling much more powerful. There is like, you're going to take the lead. You're going to feel like you are so strong within your power, and you're open and you're manifesting what you want. And if it's true love that you want, it's definitely going to come to you in the month of September with the true love card, okay? So very interesting reading. This is what I see for you, pile number 2. I hope it wasn't too spooky or too crazy the way I channel. Comment down below. All my e-courses are down below. I only have 1 readings that I do offer on this channel. No more of the others. They're all sold out. Link is down below, and I see each other later in another of my pick a card readings. Bless you guys. Hello, pile number 2. Let's find out together your September predictions. So as a first message, we're going to draw a message from my Angel Oracle book. You can find it on Amazon and all the rest. And it's just basically a book of channeled messages that works exactly like an Oracle book. It's also for iPhone. If you have Kindle, you can download it and just scroll it and choose your message like that. Or iPhone or Android or whatever. So let's see pile number 3, your message for September, okay? Your prediction. Give to us, your angels, all your worries, so you can feel light and harmonious again. When you free yourself from anxiety and concerns, you are able to find and see the solutions that are present for you. So pile number 3. This is something that I have to remind myself all the freaking time. Like, I say this to all the people that have done private readings with me. We do forget the help of the divine and the help of the angels. And you might say, but how? I manifested this, I visualized this, and I scripted this, and it's still not happening, or I still have this issue. The thing is, when you're visualizing, scripting, and all this jazz, you're not, like, you are utilizing your own energy. Pretty much. That's what you're doing. And if you want to know more about this subject, I have a dedicated e-course about this called Co-Creating Your Reality. The difference between just barely using the law of attraction and manifesting with your own energy, how to direct energy, and the difference of manifesting and co-creating with the divine, how that works, how do you direct energy for doing that. That's all of my e-courses. But long story short is, one thing is to just get your energy to manifesting, and that works. But sometimes you need an extra help from the angels and the divine. But in order to give you this help, they need permission, because there is free will. They cannot intervene unless you ask, and you have to ask all the time for a different, for, let's say you have an issue going on, you ask for that, then you also ask for another issue. And some of us think, oh, maybe isn't this asking for too much? Aren't really that busy? They are infinite energy. They're not that busy. Their job is to help us. That's what they do, because they want us to thrive, believe it or not, no matter what people have taught you. They want us to thrive. They want us to be joyful, because when we are like so, we create a better environment for everybody in this universe and for other people on this planet as well. We connect with our purpose. We live a better life, and they want that for us. So they do help all the time, and they are infinite energy. So you're not stealing time from, if you call them from another person, they can be with many people at the same time. They are extensions of source energy, but it's so pure because they are residing in the spirit world. They do not have a body that confines them. Okay, so now that that has been sorted, you need to remember to ask. Example, pile number 3, sorry. I had an issue, okay, that I wanted to resolve a couple of days ago, I think, and a maximum a week ago, and I forgot completely to ask, okay, and I was like, but why this is not working out, and I really want to do this, but it's just not working, and I don't get it, but why are they not helping me out? And then I did a reading, and I told this person, you need to ask, and then I remember, oh, of course, I didn't ask. I didn't even do a mantra or a prayer this month. Like, of course they're not going to intervene. So I said, angels and spirit guides, my divine mother, Father God, please, if you think that this situation is for my highest good, could I please have this? Could you help me with the situation? Thank you so much. And I let it go. In a week, got what I wanted. Got resolved in unexpected ways, as usual. That's because I'm a moron and I forgot to ask. So you need to remember to ask. I promise you guys, they will respond to you. Now, what I suggest you to do in this prayers, pile number 3 in the month of September, just, add up if this is for the highest good for myself, for other people involved, they will really appreciate this, and you will make sure that you are safe, that you're connected with a higher energy, and then you can give permission to the angels to intervene. If you will, they will resolve issues that I am seeing you're struggling with before the month of September, okay? So you're struggling with these issues before the month of September, but because you're going to ask for help, they're going to intervene, and by the month of September, all of these issues are going, or a majority of them, are going to be taken care of, okay? So this is the first prediction that I am seeing for you, pile number 3. Now, let's shuffle the tarot. It's only going to take a minute. You can comment down below, entertain myself in the meantime. And you're going to be able to see the card up close, so don't worry about it. I am seeing number 2, okay? So it could be about uniting with someone. Also, for some of you, pile number 3, maybe you are desiring love, you're desiring some sort of reconciliation. Because we do have the 5 of Cups, it seems to me that you have been quite disappointed about things in your life. Could be related to love. And if it is related to love, they just want you to know that it's not by looking at the things that didn't work out or don't work out that you're going to end up happy. You have to focus on what you have in the present moment, not on what you got. Like, I can give you silly even example about this entire thing. Like, okay, I'll give you a silly example of this. So pile number 3, I was complaining that my cat wasn't affectionate to me, okay? I was complaining about it. I was complaining about it all the time. And I was just focusing on the fact that he wasn't paying attention to me. And I was like, but why doesn't he love me? I know it's a silly example, but just follow me along, okay? I was complaining about it, but I wasn't really focused on the present moment. I was like, maybe I should get another cat. Maybe I should do this. Like, I was thinking about all sorts of things. But then I realized, no, I need need to ground myself in the present moment. I need to appreciate this creature that I have in front of me. He is a baby angel. I love him so much. Like I need to appreciate him. And when I started focusing on what I had in the present moment, I was randomly about, and I found like toys that I really liked for cats, and I was like, oh, let me take him this toy. I started giving more attention, playing with him a lot more. Now he's becoming like the clingiest cat in the world. He's always with me, always following me around, always on my lap, and simply because I realized I was taking him for granted. So he was like, woman, you're taking me for granted. I am not giving you any affection. So I know it's a silly example, but it's just to tell you that sometimes we do take for granted the things that we have in the present moment. And we think that by acquiring other things in the future, we're going to be happy. But sometimes it's just a matter of focusing on what is working out in the present, what we can do to fix the present, that it's going to make the future a better place. Okay? I know it was a silly example. We'll watch this out. Look who is here. See? Now, he's always with me. All the time. Anyway, apart from this example, I am seeing this there was some sort of disappointment, pile number 3, in your present and in your past. You're feeling very depressed. Maybe you were separated from a loved one. Maybe there are some things that don't work out, but you need to snap back into the present moment and realize in the month of September what you have and what you have been taken for granted a little bit, which I'm not saying that you're a bad person if you did. We all do. It's normal. It happens. I'm just saying, you know, take a step back and see what you have in the present moment and what it's working out and how you can make work out the present moment for what it is. And I promise you, you are going to see some wonderful results in your future if you do this, okay? And it's very much connected, pile number 3, with gratitude and how gratitude really works out wonders for manifestation as well. So I also do have the Page of Swords. I hope you can see the cards. That tells me that there's someone that is looking at you. Maybe they're looking at your social media. They're stalking you a little bit. There is someone watching, okay? And there might be this person that you are upset about and you have no contact with. Very specific reading, though I need to tell you what I see. But this person is watching you, okay? Generally speaking, you might be disappointed for a situation in your career field. And with the Page of Swords, you think that there is nothing left for you. Like there is no job, there is no hope. You know, that kind of vibe, but it's not true. You needed to leave that job. You needed to walk away. You needed to do this for yourself because you weren't happy. And now you're just studying new things in the present moment. And with the Page of Swords, the universe, career-wise, is asking you to focus in the present moment, focus on what you love to do, and start studying, getting more information about this thing, how you can make your work out, and how can you, develop your skills. It's about studying a situation and getting better information so you can act accordingly in the future. In matters of love, with the 8 of Cups, there was a separation, there was a distance, someone has walked away, and you think it's all lost, it's all gone. Let's see if it is true for the month of September. It's all going to be gone. This could also will be happening in the month of September. Feeling disappointed, feeling depressed, someone walks away with the intention of not coming back, but that's what they're telling you, and you feel that that's over. But in September, you need not to despair too much, but focusing on what you have and knowing that instead this person is watching with that Page of Swords. And because this person is watching, you do not want to show them depression. You just don't want to do that. You might process those emotions. It's not bad to be depressed. It's not negative to feel negative emotions. I have made an entire video about this on Radio Alchemy. Feel the way that you feel, but don't sink too deep into that. Heal that. Allow yourself to feel and step up, okay? Do not post anything, but do not show it too much, okay? Just talk about it with people that you trust, or with healers and counselors. And what you show is you improving, is you feeling better, is you working on yourself. Not because you have to be positive, but because this is also an exercise for you to to snap back to yourself, to nurture yourself, and to show that you're strong. This works, believe it or not, okay? So, someone walked away or will walk away, but is still watching, okay? Let's see what else. Pile number 3. And there is silence. There is no communication going on. The 9 of Wands, words have been spread and shared that were painful. You are in pain. You are in pain in the month of September. That's what I can tell you. There is something like, whether it is walking from a career, whether it is feeling disappointed, you feel hurted, you feel in despair, you feel that there is no hope left for me. But this is not true. What Spirit is trying to invite you to do in the month of September is to get more information and not taking for granted the present moment, and shift your focus on what can work and is working rather than what is not working. That's an exercise you got to do for yourself, and this is a test in the month of September. We have the King of Pentacles, so you could have been dealing with a Taurus, a Virgo, or Capricorn, or a very stubborn individual, successful and charming. This is a brunette, tall individual. They are the King of the Shadows, or this also could be very much that you're struggling financially, but it's this financial struggle, it's not meant to last in the month of September. You just need to reconnect with your creativity. You need to reconnect with your higher intelligence, and by focusing in the present moment, becoming receptive in the month of September to alternative solutions, rather than looking up on what didn't work out with the 9 of Wands. Because it's only by looking at the present and this alternative solutions that you will regather and recapture back financial stability. That is also something that I'm seeing for you in the month of September. Definitely the King of Pentacles could be also that individual that you have dealt with, okay? Interesting. Ooh, 10 of Swords. Maybe somebody had betrayed you. September, it's like, it's hard. It's hard. There's a lot of pain. There is a lot of like, you're crying. But I just want you to know that you don't have to despair, because all of this is happening to remove you from stagnant situations that you definitely need to walk away from, and to make you end this pain once and for all. So it's not that bad. It's just intense, and it's meant to make you snap back into what matters for you in the present moment in the month of September. Then I'm also seeing the Page of Wands. You could be dealing with foreigners or with a foreigner. Or for some others of you, the Page of Wands does represent those getting more information about a new career field or a new way of doing things, because the things that you have been doing so far, they don't work out anymore. And you need to come up with alternative plans and things that you have never explored before, and beat the unbeaten path. The universe in September, career-wise, is trying to push you to do something undone or unbeaten, to walk the unbeaten path, to go towards something that you have never explored before, and now is the time that you explore. And you only realize this by healing the wounds of the past. Stop seeing the future with the eyes of the past, but rather focusing on what is working out in the present moment, or just simply by focusing on presence, okay? Interesting. Let's see what else. Tough month, but very important month to unstuck you, because you've been stuck. You have been heavily stuck, looking at everything that wasn't working out for you. Page of Cups, but by the end of the month, love will thrive. The healing that you have done will thrive. Deep healing occurs. Ace of Swords. Communications are opened up again. And in matters of career, those new incredible ideas finally come up, and they seem to work out. And they seem to lead you away from not only stagnation, but a very painful, deep process of purging. Then we also do have the Page of Cups. So there is an offer. This could be an offer of a new job, or finally things moving quite nicely. Or in matters of love, there is a sort of reconciliation or opening up in communication from this individual that you were dealing with, or new love for those of you who are single. With the Temperance card, is divinely guided. It had to happen in this way. And patience was really required, and it is going to be required, okay? Let's specify this. Let's get another oracle card, and then we're going to look at the oracles that you have chose when you were picking your pile, okay? Pile number 3. What is another message that pile number 3 needs to hear at this time? Oh, you have a lot. Okay. So you do have the clock, concealment, and the scrying mirror, the shadow. So you're basically doing a lot of shadow work in the month of September. You're looking deep within your wounds, trying to understand the mysteries of yourself, which is kind of a theme that we had throughout the readings over here. And you are in need to do this because you're in need to discover who you really are. You're in need to let go of things that don't work out. You are in need to be alone for a while and focus on presence in the month of September. We do also have the manifestation, the spell, and it reminds me of the initial message that you had at the beginning. You are learning to co-create with the universe and not just manifesting with your own energy. You're learning alignment with the Ace of Swords in the month of September. And we do have also the card of foundation and homeland. And by the end of September, there is a return to your homeland. This could be for you, meaning you're returning home, or I actually do feel that there is someone returning home, returning to you because you have healed deep within. Okay, let's see the cards that you have selected. We do have, okay, the first card is clear your energy. So this is a beautiful card that tells me yet again that you are in need in the month of September to clear your energy, to be present, to not look back at the past anymore, to go deep within your shadows and release yourself from past wounds and past relationships especially, or things that might have happened in an existing relationship. It's time to clear your energy field from lower frequencies and past relationships. This is my Cosmic Love Oracle deck. If you guys want it, just let me know in the comment section down below and I will print it out for you guys. So there is definitely like this sensation, this need for walking away from healing, from clearing your energy field and getting and walking the unbeaten path, doing things like you have never done before. This is what is going to happen in the month of September. And it has to do a lot with you being stuck for too long, and now in the month of September having the universe pushing you to renovation and pushing you to open your mind, to see the bigger picture and to see that there is more than meets the eye to a situation, and there is more that you haven't explored yet that you need to explore. So you can stay all September crying and say how much things are bad and you're stagnant and things are not working now, and just covering yourself in this dark cloth and not wanting to react and moaning about it. You can do this, or you can realize how you feel, accept it, and start the healing process that it's going to lead you to say, okay, all of these things didn't work out. Why is that so? How can I not take for granted what I have in the present moment, what is working out in the present moment, and what are the things that I always have feared of doing that instead I should pursue? How can I change? How can I renovate the situation? How can I think more about myself? You know, it's all about exploring the unknown for you in the month of September, because that is what is going to lead you away from this pain and is going to eventually make you heal faster. And with the spell and manifestation is what is going to manifest what you want, believe it or not. And if it is love what you want, and especially if it is a reconciliation with this Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords, it's an opening up in a communication after a period of no contact. I am seeing this happening for you if you follow the guidance from Spirit. By the end of the month, you will have a very strong reconciliation. Now, reconciliation doesn't have to be about only love. It could be a reconciliation with someone that you don't know, never met before. It could be soulmate, or it could be reconciliation with yourself, with the true meaning of your purpose, reconciliation with your soul, with your heart's desire. Also, that could be and will happen, in my opinion, in the month of September for you you guys. It's that homeland, that coming back home, okay? A reunion of souls is imminent. So if you are focusing on love, this will happen because you are going through some heavy transition and change. You're opening your mind. You're not forcing things from happening anymore, and they will naturally happen to you. There is new love for those of you who are interested, of course, and an opening up in communication for you in the month of September. Okay? Very interesting. Renovation and new beginnings, if we can summarize this reading. And eventually manifestation, because it's about liberating yourself from toxic energy, lower energies especially, and they're guiding you to do this in the month of September. Now, let's see for the last section of September, more about love, of what is happening for you guys. I'm going to use the angel cards and also the channeling message that I have from your specific person or from your future person. Okay. There is an opening up, like a message is going to be received that is going to make you reconcile. But it's going to happen only after you open yourself up, you open your mind, you release expectation, and especially you clear your energy field. And then someone is coming back, like with that homeland card. Okay, so we have keep an open mind. All right. Same message. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations. So definitely you need and you will open your mind in the month of September, because if there is someone coming back into your life, this person is coming back really changed and totally renewed. Like you're going to see different aspects of this person that you have never experienced before. So you need to really open your mind about that, because a part of you, if you're still going to be clinging on what didn't work out in the past, when this person is going to come back, you're going to be like, I don't want you because you've done this, this, and that. And you're not going to be open to the renovation and the new things that this person wants to bring into your life. If you're not dealing with someone in specific in matters of love, it could be that keep an open mind is because you're too stuck up in what happened to you in the past, that you think that, oh, the new person that it's going to come to me will necessarily make me suffer exactly like this other person. But it's not true. So don't bring the issues of the past within a new relationship. You need to start fresh. And how you do that, you heal yourself first. And you open your mind to also overcome some patterns that you might have in relationship, pile number 3. So in the month of September, I see you looking at this pattern and saying, why do I always attract the same person? How can I change that? Maybe I need to open myself up to different experiences. Maybe I need to be more open about people that usually I wouldn't date. I need to do this because I might find out that actually I like them a lot. You know, that it's happening in the month of September for you guys, especially in matters of love. Let me see what else. We have love yourself first. So it's obvious to me that in September, you're going to put yourself first and you're going to think about yourself and you're going to prioritize on your healing. And then though, because you're going to do this in the month of September, yes, this is your soulmate. There is a soulmate. I think that for the majority of you with the reconciliation card, the King of Cups, Page of Cups, you already know this person. And I don't say this often, but I am seeing someone coming back to you and saying, yes, I am your soulmate, or offering is something really important. Like there is some sort of like homecoming, soul recognition happening. A soul union is imminent right now, okay? Happening for you by the end of September. But the universe is telling you first is important that you do not take for granted yourself. You do not take for granted what you have. You apply this shadow work. So the beginning of the month is going to be a lot about healing. It's going to be a lot about addressing the darkness within yourself, also embracing your darkness, realizing how you can change your patterns, how you can improve, remove toxicity that comes from the past, and by the end of the month you will be open and ready to receive in whatever areas of your life. Okay, let me see, since you have the soulmate card, what other message can I gather for you guys with the channel messages? Let's see. Yes, this is your soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. Like you almost say this, like, yes, this is my soulmate. Wow. Interesting. Okay, what is the message, Spirit? What is the message? What is the channel message? I want your sexy vibes. Ooh, there is a person that is like, I want your sexy vibes. I want you. I want you back. There is a song, right? I want you back. There is a song that was like, I want you back. That's the vibe that I'm picking up. Like someone saying, I want you back, or even, you know, dedicating you songs and say, but they really are physically attracted to you. They also want to, you know, a taste of that cake. Like they really want to bite you. 18 plus, okay? Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Okay, we got a lot of messages. Attractive. So they find you extremely attractive. I told you, they do want you back, but they also want you back because they miss the chemistry that you guys had together, and you didn't have, they don't have this with a lot of people. Now, they could also, within this attraction, realize that there is something more to it, but they're definitely like, what it's making them come back, it's a lot the physical attraction. I'm not gonna lie to you. I feel alone because they cannot find it with anyone else, and in September they're realizing this. Remind you that the last part of the readings is about love, and we do have I'll be back. So they're back. They're coming back. There's someone coming back to you. Then we have you make me melt inside. There is a part of them that is realizing the connection. There is a part of them, there is. Within the physical attraction, they're back because they cannot find this thing that you guys have with any other person. With you, they feel that they are back home. With that homeland. I am back at the right time. And on top of that, they also feel, pile number 3, that they're back at the right time. That they need to be back in September, because otherwise you will be lost. And you are saying, on the other hand, I'm here crying, but they don't know that because you're not showing that. And so they'll feel that I need to be back right now. I'll be back. I need to be back at the right time, because otherwise she will be gone. He will be gone. And they will come with you. They will come out very strongly. But before you reach this point, because this is going to happen most likely by the end of September, you really need to do your work, because otherwise you're going to give off a completely different vibe of desperation. And this is not going to make them come back, but they'll say, I'll come back at the right time, when you are going to be healed. Because it's not just about what you do physically, pile number 3, but it's also your vibe, your energy, where you're giving off energetically. So however it's going to end up in the month of September, I highly suggest you to do your work, to go deep into your shadows, embrace your dark side. Don't show up your sadness too much, but show up that you're improving, that you're taking care of your body, that you're doing exercise, that you're committed to yourself, you're committed to life, and things are really going to work out in your favor by the end of September. There's great renovation, there is the end of pain, and there is a very strong new beginning coming up in all areas of your life by the end of September, pile number 3. Okay, this is your predictions, and this is what I see for you guys. Comment down below and let me know your stories. All the links to all my stuff are down below, and I'll see you guys later in another of my pick a card readings. And keep in mind, you're never wrong if you follow love. Love you guys. Bye.